Welcome to all in your own YouTube channel of Skill Restaurant Institute of Technology for the unlimited and practical knowledge in the field of construction industry. I hope everyone is doing great and want to learn more. So welcome you all. Let's start with our today's topic. In this video, we will be learning what is 1.54 and 1.33. Whenever we want to calculate the ingredients quantity of concrete, that is cement, sand and aggregate, we are using some of the values like 1.54 or 1.33. So what exactly is it, or from where it is derived, and where to use the same? So since such some kind of questions are into our mind, so let's solve all your queries step by step in a simple language and in a practical approach. So what is 1.54 and 1.33 and from where it comes? So let's first understand what is wet volume and dry volume, and then we will see from where we get those values. For knowing that stuff, we need to remember two important points. First, we need to understand the quantity which we derive from estimation of a material. That are the wet volume, or we can say the wet quantity. Second, whenever we are calculating the indent of material or the purchase of material or material required to give the order for the vendor, we will be requiring the dry volume. So there is a difference. From quantity estimation we are getting the wet volume, and when we are doing the purchase order, with that time we need to know the dry volume. So let's learn how to convert the wet volume to dry volume. For that we are taking a cylinder. Okay. So that is a dry. In that we are going to put a dry volume of concrete. Now we are going to add water on that. So as soon as we are adding the water, we can clearly see that the level is decreased. Right? Now you are able to understand that first when it was a dry volume, so it is having a more level. As soon as we have added the water, it has been decreased, and that is the wet volume. So in simple words, I can say that difference is approximately 54%, and that is the value which we are getting, that 1.54. So now let's put much more clarity. Right? Now let's put much more clarity how the values are derived and where which value need to be used. That is where we need to use the 1.54 and where we need to use the 1.33, and which structure is there applicable. So let's take a concrete consists of a cement, sand and aggregate. Their void compressibility for respective material will be seen. Void compressibility means if I am going to add the water in any of the material, so how much it is getting compressed. Just take an example of, for cement, if I am going to add a water, the compressibility is almost zero. The reason is that it is very fine element. So after adding of the water also not going to be changed much. If I am going to talk about sand, the compressibility for sand is 20%, and similarly for aggregate that will varies for 30 to 35%. Generally we used to have a practice of taking 34% of compressibility for coarse aggregate. If I am going to add all the three, I am going to get a value of 1.54. On the other hand, if I am going to take a concrete which consists only cement and sand, in that case we already seen the sand compressibility for cement will be 0%, and for sand it will be a 20%. Now we need to add one more component here, and that is the wastage component. That will be approximately 10 to 15% into the side. So if I'm going to add all the three, it is going to give me a value of 1.33. Now let's see where we need to use that kind of element. For example, we are understanding we are going to use the 1.454 like PCC, RCC, where there is a coarse aggregate in the concrete, and we are going to use 1.33 like brickwork, plastering, etc., where there is no coarse aggregate in the concrete. Now let's understand by taking a small example which will be completely clarify all our concerns and issues. Here we are going to see the conversion of wet volume to the dry volume with a very small example to understand that stuff. So for example, I am calculating for PCC and RCC. It has been already seen that from the quantity estimation I am going to get the wet volume, and when I need to give the purchase index or I need to buy the element, I require the dry volume. So dry volume will be more than the wet volume, right? The replica we have already seen into our previous part of the video. So if I need to calculate the dry volume for 1 cubic meter, I need to increase 54% of that, so I'm going to get 1.54. So let's take a very small numerical which is going to clarify our concerns. I'm taking a example of RCC M25 grade. So proportion will be 1:1:2, and it is having a quantity of 65 cubic meter. So that I'm directly going to get from the estimation. Let it take a structure of a footing. So that will be wet volume. Now I should be able to calculate the dry volume before giving the purchase order. So how I'm going to calculate? So wet volume, I already know that is 65 cubic meter. So dry volume will be wet volume multiplied by the factor. So wet volume is 65 cubic meter, factor is 1.54. That is going to give me the value of dry volume equals to 100.1 cubic meter. Now let's similarly understand a small example. Similarly, we will try to understand for a brick. So whenever we are calculating the quantity for a brick, whatever the wet quantity of mortar is going to be arrived, we should be able to convert into the dry volume by adding a 33% more into that. So we are going to get 1.33. So I hope everyone understands from where exactly we have derived the 1.54 and 1.33 and which scenarios we are going to use the same. If you have any doubt, any concerns regarding the same, let us know. We are definitely try to answer your concerns. So thank you all. For more videos on advanced technologies, recent news and practical information on construction industry, do subscribe our YouTube channel, and believe us, every like by you are really motivating us to make more interesting videos for you all. And thank you for watching the video, and if you think this video can help anyone else, so please do share the video. So see you everyone in your next video. Thank you.